Cleopatra.
And your boy Kyle.
And this is Convos with Cleo. Okay, so today I brought my good Judy Cal back on. He hasn't been on in a while, so I had to get him back out here. And I brought him on because I had a cute little topic that I was discussing at work. And it was basically the topic of promises. When's the last time you made a promise? When's the last time you kept a promise? You broke a promise? Is it childish to still make promises? Like, do people still make promises? Okay. So when's the last time, whether it be to a friend, a family member, a spouse?
Well, I'll say first that I think that promises are important. It lets me know that you hold a certain standard in our friendship, relationship, whatever the case may be. Like you are showing me that how serious you are.
But how serious is the promise? Is it like, okay, girl, we going to the club, be ready on time. All right, I promise. Or is it like, I promise to be your friend and never ever let anything come between us? You know, like, how deep is these promises you're making?
I think that, promises are like, so my thing, when I say it holds a certain standard, meaning that if you tell me you my friend and we break up, we fall out and may not be talking anymore, but I promise you, I won't tell your business.
Now that's a serious promise.
It's a good one.
That's a serious promise. But when's the last time you had to say that to someone? Like, we in our 30s, you know, we grown over here.
Well,
in this current stage, you know what I mean? Like, when's the last time you made a promise?
I don't tend to make promises I can't keep. So if I know my lips are gonna be loose on this subject,
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it to us.
But if it's something like heartfelt, maybe your mom or dad got diagnosed with cancer. I'm telling you because I want to vent to you, but please don't tell anybody because we haven't told our family yet. I will be tight-lipped.
Now, and maybe in our 30s, we don't use the word promise that often anymore, but we're still making promises.
Right.
Like, if you say, I'm not going to tell no one, I don't have to say the words, I promise I'm not going to tell.
Yeah, like when you say stuff like, please keep this between us.
Right.
At a certain age, you're like, okay.
Right, I got you.
Yeah.
When you're young, you don't keep it between y'all, and when it come back around that it got out, and they come at you like, why you told? You be like, well, I ain't promised.
so then we're asking ourselves, like, how important is it? Like, are we saying that at a certain age it's important, or it's not as important as it was when we were 20, 21?
Take it as important as you did when you was younger. Okay. The word itself or the deed of keeping that bond should have been very important once you put your mouth on it. But once you said you wasn't gonna say nothing. But I know, at least I can speak for Cleo, the lips were loose when I was younger. I couldn't hold water. And I would say,
well, at 32, let me tell y'all out there, my friends who may be watching this, I know a couple of y'all, and a couple of y'all didn't keep y'all lips tight like I told y'all to.
In their 30s? Is that a childish trait?
I think so.
Do you look at someone different? Like, you can't hold water in your 30s?
Like, it is, but it's not. Like, my thing is, at 30, yes. But you know how you got that cipher, and you got that cipher.
So it matters how close you are with the person?
I think so. Like, I think you should know already. I won't tell this person, so you already know. You telling me, you telling us. You know? I'm not saying that's the case for my friends out there. But what I'm saying is,
you telling me, you know you telling us.
But you know how you got like the front person like, well, Kyle, I'm gonna tell you this, or Cleo, I'm gonna tell you this.
But is that wrong?
Somebody told me to tell you this.
All right, now here's the thing. How deep do you personally hold your commitment to that promise? Because if you know, soon as they tell you, you know you got 2 or 3 people who you going to tell, but you know, those 3 people ain't telling no one. Do you still feel like you kept your word?
No.
Because it didn't get out?
It didn't get out, but it did get out.
Because it got out of the two of y'all.
It got out of us.
So how bad do you feel? If you
I don't feel bad because I feel like the person that I told, I know I can trust. But again, the problem is, what if she got that person, or he got that person?
Right.
Where
you know you got two people who you know won't say nothing that you know of, but they got two people who they know won't say nothing. Now 6 people know.
I need a part 2 to this because the follow-up question is, does that right there ruin the friendship?
If a secret you tell your friend gets out, and you come back to your friend and they go, "Yeah, I'm so sorry, I told a friend." Is your friendship done? That's just a question.
I don't think it'll be done. For me, I'm not.
Does it depend on how big the secret was? What if it's something you really?
I don't think it'll be done.
Get out?
I think it would definitely be like some type
I would take a step back.
I would address it.
Yes, you have to address it.
I would address it. I would say, "Well, look, I told you that out of confidence, and I just felt like our relationship should have been better. I don't think you should have told that." And
so when you told the secret, we're looking at y'all like y'all was at a level 10 friendship, and you find out it gets back, and you discuss it with them. They're very apologetic.
You might be an 8.
I was gonna say that. Yeah. Do you still feel like, okay, you apologize, I can move on, and we're still level 10, or do you feel like clearly we're not what I thought we were?
It's about trust. Yeah. Any relationship, friendship, whatever ship is about trust. And it only grows off of trust. And if I'm giving you like a secret and you promise me you won't say nothing to nobody, I look at it like, damn.
Now, can you be mad if somebody tells you a secret if you know you've told secrets? Maybe if you tell me a secret and it get out, and the person I told who I thought could be quiet couldn't be quiet, and they got out all over the place, and they came back to that I said something. Could you be as mad to me if you know for a fact I've told you stuff and you told your 2 friends, it just hasn't came out?
I wouldn't be as mad at you. I would be as mad at you because I would assume that the person you confided in
should know how to keep their mouth shut. Why would you tell someone?
Why would you tell my secret to somebody who you know got real loose lips?
So it's not even that you're mad that the secret left the 2 of y'all. You're mad that your friend wasn't smart enough. If it's going to leave us, let it not leave 4 people.
Let us not leave. If it's going to be between the 3 of us, the 3 of us.
Now, would you be mad if you tell me something, I tell my one person, they don't tell nobody. You don't know I told her, but she know. But wait, we all out, and she says something that pertains to the secret.
If it's amongst the 3 of the ones that know, that's fine.
Okay, but you don't even know her like that. Like she's my other friend. So I had an event, and I happened to invite all my friends. You're my friend, she's my friend, and she's like, "Oh, Cal, nice to meet you. I see why now." And say something you like.
Because I was doing her face. I'm like, excuse me.
Now she didn't tell nobody, but she thought y'all was cool enough where she could let you know she knew your secret. Ooh. Are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I think that because that's happened to me before. Okay. But I think that moving forward, I've always been the person that, okay, you don't know me that well, baby. You don't know me that well. But I think that you should definitely just be a little more quieter with, telling my business.
Right. You don't know Even if you're telling it to me, because you don't know me that well.
You don't know me that well. And I could have blew up on you.
Right, and you'd have been in your
And I've had to say these things to people before, like, listen, you don't know me that well.
And they would have got blown up on twice because I would have felt like,
why would you do that? You don't even know him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And then that would make me look at that person different. Like, even though you didn't let it out and I appreciate you, why do you feel the need to be so cool with him that I gotta let him know I know? You ain't even cool with him like that.
I think that's
a childish trait too.
That's childish trait because that means you trying to be down so much.
Yeah, somebody want to be the one person who always want to be the one that knows everything.
I see y'all out there. I know
you.
I see you out there. I know you are.
Yeah, that person comes off so over eager. So tell me, I won't tell anyone. They burning like.
Cause she told me what happened with y'all.
But I already know half of it.
I'm saying
like, I'm not about to give you the other half. Right.
And then it make you look like, now you on trial.
Right.
Yeah, it don't have to be
Now,
that.
we did promises and we kind of kept it on a friend level. Would you if you're in a relationship, do you give, I guess at that point that was maybe called a vow, but it's still a promise, I guess. Just like a,
What?
like anything that you promise to your spouse. Is that held different than something you promised the way you promise your friends?
Okay, so, that's good too. So, when it comes to relationships and marriages and boyfriend, girlfriend type things, and yes, maybe your spouse or your significant other may have said something to you and out of pillow talk, you know, and that's like a undisclosed,
supposed to be a safe space,
yeah, promise that you won't say nothing, but it may have rubbed you the wrong way,
and
so,
you want to get somebody else's opinion on it.
And who else better than your good Julies?
Right, who not gonna say nothing.
Better than your good friends. You're like, all right, let me just call to my friends real quick. I know for a fact they're going to keep it in the cipher. Like, it ain't going nowhere after that.
But is that person wrong for sharing? But they cipher?
No. But who else you going to talk to? Okay.
Okay. Are you supposed to talk to anyone else, though? Is it not what's said in the bed stays in the bed? Are you supposed to? Is it common behavior that a spouse should know, I'm going to tell my girl something, but I'm pretty sure she might run it past her friends, or vice versa. I'm going to tell my guy something, but that he might talk about it.
Whoever you guys get with, or whoever, they should know your friends.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
They should know your friends, be comfortable with your friends, and they should be, when I say comfortable with your friends, I mean, meaning that they should know that if something is being told to their spouse,
it's in y'all best interest.
Yes.
Okay.
That if she goes to her friends, it's like, all right, I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, they're
going to give her good advice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they're not going to give her advice at all. They're going to let her figure it out. And so I feel like that, like, if that's the case, then cool. But God, that's a whole other subject. But it's just communication all around the board. Like, I just feel like that.
I feel like I haven't said the word promise to someone. Well, I say it, but it's that frivolous one. Like I said, like, girl, you sure you're going to be ready? I will, I promise.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's that.
Knowing that when they pull up, you just got in the shower.
I'm walking outside now.
But I ain't got my clothes on yet. We're in the bed now.
Right.
You know, I'm ready. I'm ready.
So I don't think I've said the words like, I promise, in a very long time.
I haven't either. I don't think I have.
That's what I kind of think.
I don't think I have.
The term, the wordology. What's the word I'm looking for? The word promise.
Terminology.
Right. The word itself, promise, to me sounds juvenile because I haven't said it in so long. I promise. Like, you know, back in the day, you'd be like, I promise, pinky promise, all that kind of stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
But I haven't said it.
So it's promise immature.
That's what I'm saying. Is it juvenile to even say I promise, expect people to keep promises? Are we just too old and jaded? We're like, people don't keep promises, so I'm not going to say it. Is that our thing?
But then, that's the thing. So if it's our thing, is it because we have dealt with broken promises?
So often that we won't even put weight into the word promise no more?
Promise is not even a real thing anymore?
Right. I promise I'll be ready, knowing you ain't.
I promise to love you forever. Okay.
All
right.
And like I'm saying,
me too.
At my wedding, we said it was vows.
Yeah.
I think that is for a reason why at weddings, pastors, ministers,
vows to
whoever
me,
doesn't say exchange promises.
Because vows to me come across as like sacred, and it's been ordained. And
it seems more powerful.
We promised each other in front of everybody.
So that was making a vow.
Right. Because even best friends kind of like make a little cute.
Yeah.
Like, promise you won't say nothing when I tell you this.
And you
like,
know.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Okay, I promise.
Right. And you burn it to tell somebody already.
Wait to tell my homegirl.
Like, the whole everything that's synonymous with promise to me seems childish. A promise ring. I don't want a promise ring.
I don't like promise rings. Let's get on that real quick. About promise rings. What?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Like,
it is.
I've seen it in the past when I was young coming up. And I've seen, like, you know.
When I was young, honey, I lived for a promise ring. You couldn't tell me. Once I got a promise ring, honey, we was it. we was it. Or a promise chain. I'm wearing his chain.
For our younger viewers,
do y'all still do promise stuff?
Don't believe that promise ring stuff. I'm telling you right now. No, don't believe
Don't
nobody
fall for
else.
the hype.
Don't fall for the promise.
Well, younger viewers, let them have it. We had it in our youth. Let them have it. But if I'm in my 30s, let's say we're dating.
I come to pop the bubble.
Let's say we're dating. We go on a date. I'm with a guy. He's now my boyfriend. We've been together months. He pulls out a ring, but tells me it's a promise ring. I don't want that.
Promise to do what?
Right. What's the promise? Because if you promise to always love me, that would be an engagement ring.
And that's a lie because you're only like, what, 17?
If you're younger.
16.
But what if you're older? Would you give it?
First of all, let's get into that. If you are 25 and up and you're giving out promise rings, no ma'am.
Grow up.
No ma'am, no sir.
I don't want it.
No ham, no two.
I mean, would you give one?
I would not give one, and I do not want
I don't
one.
want one. I don't want one.
No.
Because what is it? What is that? I feel like you only give a promise ring if you're already boyfriend and girlfriend. So the next step to me after that would be fiancés. So what is this mid-level step we created? Like when I want a promise step?
I don't want it in my church.
And that's what I think the word promise is associated with youth.
Mm-hmm.
I promise. That seems so frivolous. Why we use it in our 30s so frivolous. Oh yeah, I promise, I got you. I'll be ready.
Because my thing is, when you get to like 30 and up, like there's no more promises. You're gonna make it happen at this point. Like, okay, what am I promising for? Like, I'm gonna promise to never cheat on you.
Just don't cheat.
Boy, girl, like
if you have this, I don't know if I want that to be said.
I love you. I'm gonna propose to you. Mm-hmm. That's the promise.
True.
That I'm gonna make you
put action behind it.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's this ring. We are gonna start planning a wedding.
What am I promising what?
Promising without an action is
promise with no purpose.
Promise. Now that'll preach.
With no purpose. Oh, y'all promising with no purpose. Y'all living a lie.
I want to hear, if you're 30 and up, I want to know if y'all still make promises. Get into my comments. Hit me up, convoswithcleo@gmail.com. On my Instagram, Convos with Cleo. Twitter, Facebook. Let me know. I am super curious.
Have you got promises with no purpose? That's another thing. Like,
and does that taint you giving out promises now?
Yes. Yes. Because just because you had a broken promise don't mean that somebody can't come to you
with a real one.
With a promise. Okay, so, and this is why I'm torn because also, okay, so let's say this. I promise, babe, when I'm gonna give you this ring. If you just stick it in with me, I'm gonna give you this ring, and I'm gonna get a better job. This, that, and the third, and he's working towards it.
So to me, that sounds
but he hasn't got the job
to me, that sounds like y'all are in a bad space, and he's trying to keep you.
Not necessarily a bad space, just not in the space that he sees y'all in.
Okay, so he or she understands they're not where you would want them to be, but they're promising you that they will get there.
That they will get there.
What's the ring for? But I don't need a ring for that.
I want you to know that I can't afford what I really want to get you.
So is he proposing right now, but he can't afford the ring?
No, because his mindset or their mindset would be, I can't afford it right now. I can't afford what I got in my mind for you for the proposal.
Right.
However, I do want to let you know I'm serious enough to I'm making steps.
I would rather you just propose. I don't care if you put a piece of string around my finger.
But see, that's just because some girls be like, when he
now that's
me,
childish.
It gotta be this, that, and the third, and he gotta be that.
But then
my family gotta be that.
All right,
come on.
Here's the thing.
Do you want love or you want family?
Right.
Which one?
Here's the tea. If that's what you want, and that's your honest, I just want. When I get engaged to, I want him to rent a plane and ride it in the sky, and you want the grand. That's okay to want that, but then you shouldn't be dating a guy who just got his first job a month ago.
Maybe you're living a lie.
Right. Get with a man who has that at his disposal, or be willing to wait for him to get there.
Absolutely.
And to me, if a guy proposes, clearly I'm dating you, so I know where you are financially, with your stability.
But not everybody. I promise you, there are people who've dating guys for 6 months to a year, and they really don't know how much that person makes.
That's a whole nother video.
But I'm just saying, it's communication.
I have 2 women at my job who are married, happily married, beautiful marriages, wonderful husbands, and they have no idea how much the spouse makes. The spouse has no idea how much they make. They said we vibe on everything except how we handle our finances. So we chose just not to make that an issue. So we don't discuss it. and we are still happy because we don't let that
discussion.
that'd be another.
I got a question, but I don't want to answer on this video.
But so I think the general consensus was the word promise has a youthful connotation to it. But if you're gonna make it in your 30s, you should be grown enough to keep it.
Absolutely. But just if you're gonna make the promise, guys, be like she said, be grown enough to keep it. Hold your promise to the standard that it holds.
And let us know if you're still making promises. It's been a while. I don't know if I made a promise in a minute.
I ain't making no promises.
Thanks for
I
watching.
promised the Lord, and that was it.
Yes, Jesus. And we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and meet me back here next time for another Convos with Cleo.
Chocolate, ebony, and ivory.
Huh?
This is all the rest of the words.
Something.
Harmony.
Some shit.